Hello, I am the Truth Seeker 101, and this is why I hate Christianity. As a child, I was taught at school that the earth was only thousands of years old by my Christian teacher. Why does this anger me? Simply because I carried this belief with me for years after leaving school. In my biology textbook, there were only a few pages dealing with the topic of evolution. I can remember an image in the textbook of what looked like a modern chimp slowly turning into a man. This was the extent of my education on evolution. I went through my early life believing that evolution was nonsense and that the earth was thousands of years old. I was denied an education simply because the truth was concealed from me by the very people whose job it was to educate me. When I later came to realize that my knowledge of science was outdated by about 1,000 years, my only option was to educate myself. Thanks to the religion that is Christianity, I was cheated of many years I could have spent advancing my scientific knowledge, but instead I was lied to and cheated by ignorant Bible-believing morons, who insisted on rejecting the wonderful compilation of knowledge gained by man, only to replace it with ancient mythology. I thought to myself that if these people wanted to live in ignorance, then so be it. However, they should not be allowed to impose this on children with impressionable minds. Children, who by their very nature are eager to learn, and are naturally inquisitive. To refuse children the access to knowledge is criminal. By the time I had educated myself in the basics of science, I had not yet come to hate Christianity as I do now. It was when I began studying history when I realized that I was not the only one who was held back by the religion of Christianity. It seemed as if an entire generation of scientists were persecuted, killed, tortured and imprisoned by Christians for a considerable period of time. I learned of the Dark Ages, the Inquisitions and the Christians' desperate attempts to suppress scientific knowledge. The implications were profound. It seemed as if the majority of the other faiths that existed throughout history never came close to the disgusting nature of Christianity. The Egyptians, the Indians, the Greeks and the Arabs all had different belief systems. However, they all desired to advance scientific knowledge, whereas the Christians only wanted to suppress it. The shame of it is that to this very day these ignorant people exist. Even though science proved the Bible was incorrect when it said that the sun revolves around the earth, and science proved the Bible was incorrect when it said earth was flat, ultimately every intelligent and educated person will come to know that the Bible is a book of mythology and nothing more. It is a historical document at best. I challenge any Christian to name one of his beliefs or rituals that historians cannot trace to an ancient pagan custom or ancient myth. From the obsession with blood, which was stolen from pagan traditions, to the belief in a resurrection of God, which is one of the oldest stories of all time. And that is why I hate Christianity.